Yo, welcome to the wonderful world of Hungry Heath. Today's video is synopsis, I guess you'd say. It's a look back on week 50 of my MS journey. I'm sorry, folks. I don't know why, but I just get all tongue-twat. See, I can't even talk right. And get all fitter-pated when the light goes on. It's time to go. It's been a long, stressful weekend. I don't know why. Well, I worked yesterday, but...
Well, what was yesterday?
Saturday.
No, what about at your job?
Oh, yeah. That was day one of the phones by myself. That was a little nerve-wracking at first. And then after I ate, everything calmed down.
I kind of remember being at the farmer's market and getting a frantic call from someone.
Shh, don't tell all of our secrets.
Someone having a nervous breakdown.
I had a little anxiety attack because I don't know what I don't know. I'm still learning. And then they told me it'd be 90 days of training, and here we are, week 3? By the way, sink or swim, new fish. But only way to find out. And then they did tell me there's going to be probably 7 to 8 months before I'm actually, before I feel fine at the job. And they're used to that, they said, so. It's just weird because one of my coaches has only been there 9 months. I'm like, how did she catch it so quick?
He sounds really good though, y'all, because yesterday I was in the restroom, which is just around the corner, and I was listening. And I was like, wow, he sounds really good. Like, I'm going to call him up sometime.
Well, I did hear one of my customers put him on hold so I could go look up some info. And I heard his telling his wife or whoever, wow, that guy's pretty nice. I was like, okay, thanks. And then I told myself too, the next caller, well, I was telling him, hey, I'm fixing to put you on hold. I had to put him on hold, and I told him I'm fixing to go look up your info or something like that. And he's like, you're from Texas, aren't you? I said, yes, sir. He was from Colorado. Because, when they call in, it automatically auto prompts, fills out a little thing for me, let me know, all their info. And he's like, you're from Texas, huh? I was like, yes, sir. And he started going into a little rigmarole about how he spent all kinds of years here working in the oil fields and whatnot. And we had a nice little giggle about that and about my little phrasing on things. And then one guy I was just conversing with another caller, and he was crying about his, I think he said the Chiefs. I don't remember for sure. Something about his football team. I was like, yeah, but I can't complain, or I can't really console you because my team was the Oilers, but they quit caring about winning, and then they left us. So why do I care anymore?
So how was your week? This your week?
Frantic.
MS journey. So yes, you worked Tuesday through Saturday.
Yeah, and they were doing Zoom with us because I work from home. So all of our training has been, in a group setting. There've been like 4 to 6 of us in a group at a time, plus a coach. And we'd have to be on Zoom, on camera the whole time. And then now they told us yesterday that we're no longer using the camera anymore. And then we also figured out we had to unplug the camera when we were using the phones because it was giving a weird feedback, and all the customers were saying we sound like we're in a tunnel.
Yeah.
Because the camera microphone was picking us up.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday, I'm not even going to be on Zoom anymore with the coach because he could just pop in, watch my screen, and help me. And now I don't know, it's going to be fun.
How exciting.
Yeah.
It is exciting, though, when you first start. I totally understand the nerves. Anybody else been in that same situation? It's like in training, you really do feel like, yeah, you know what, I got this. Yeah, I get that. That makes sense. And then when you're like, boom.
When the light goes on, you're like, oh, what?
Yeah, then you're like, what is my name now? Right? And I totally felt that. Like, I remember when I started this job, the first day, I was like, for me, I remember, the first caller that I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Am I going to get this? And I remember that caller and the conversation. Now I look back and I'm like, Shelly, you were so dumb. Why did you stress out over that? That was so silly.
That's the way I was feeling too. So I think all it was is I was just hangry because after I ate lunch, everything was cool. And it was really cool too.
After his wife.
Yeah, well,
had
that's
talking to.
and then 3 of my coaches popped in on me and had a little powwow with me, and then I felt amazing. And then they kept telling me too that I'm doing good. I'm like, how do y'all say I'm doing good when I feel like I'm just fumbling everything?
Well, and I told Heath, and y'all tell me if you agree below. I said what I've noticed in my experience, because I've done training before at other jobs, and I've noticed that those people who come on and you ask them how you're doing, they're like, oh, I'm doing great. Yeah, it's a rock star. I'm awesome at this, and they truly feel that they're doing great. Usually are not the ones doing well. But the ones that are like, oh man, I'm struggling. I've tried so hard. I just feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm messing up constantly. Those are the people who will eventually
be running the place.
Right. They'll well surpass and they'll get outstanding marks because you hold yourself to a higher standard, and you're going to keep pushing yourself until you're at that standard.
And then the coach told me too that he thinks I'm just getting in my own head and it's putting like just crazy, unreasonable expectations on myself when I'm still new.
Yeah, exactly. But so how was your DDPY this week?
Intermittent. I did it like every other day, and I think I even missed one day because I've just been
stressing you do it out. 3 days?
Yeah, I think so.
So probably if you were to get in the routine of doing that, that might help with the stress too.
I doubt it, because I stress out about that too. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
So.
And then, so today we've been just busy today, getting things done for the holidays.
Yeah.
Getting meal prep done.
We sold our hot tub.
Yeah.
So they had to cut out part of the deck to remove the little railing we have around there so they could get the hot tub out.
Yeah.
And so then I had to run to Home Depot to buy the repairs because I got
Or Lowe's.
Yeah, Lowe's, whichever. Yeah, it was Lowe's actually because I returned a bunch of stuff the other day, and the stuff I bought. Yeah, I had a store credit, and actually I got everything I needed today for free basically. I had $1 left, $1 something on that store credit card.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
and then you were smoking a brisket, and you smoked a pork belly.
Yeah. So I've been, like I said, busy.
The
first thing I did when I got up this morning, I put the brisket on.
Oh, and we had a visitor today.
Oh?
I've been wondering, because, so y'all that don't know, we lost our princess. Mm-hmm. We always called her our fat cat.
Yeah.
She's always fat from the day I adopted her, like 7 years ago or 8 years ago.
She wear a weird weight loss thing. So
yeah,
she started dropping.
I'm thinking she must have had cancer or something. But so my other cat, Coco, which I've had now for, I guess, going on 16 years since I got her, when she was a little tiny kitten. So she's always been very skinny, like underweight. And it just like, she's just like one of those people. Y'all know people like this, that it doesn't matter how much she eats or what you feed her, she just does not put weight on. And I've tried all kinds of tricks to get her to, and she'll eat, but then she'll be like, yeah, I'm done. And she just is not a heavy eater, and she's just never had an ounce of being overweight. You know,
she doesn't like the cat.
Yeah, she doesn't like the cat too. So she, you know, we let her, she wants to come in, she'd come inside. We got them used to kind of being outside, which it's all a covered patio. And we also have a cat room for them that has beds and their food and everything in there. So they have shelter as well. But she really, I was really worried when we did it all because of what happened with the storm. I was really worried that they would hate being outside, but she really loves it. She loves to just lay out in the sun, which I know she always did in the house. She would, chase the sun, but she loves sitting out there, and she won't even come in. Like, I'll coax her to come in, she'll look around, she'll be like, let me back out. She'll start whining to go back outside. Yeah. And she just kind of lays there most of the day and just chills out. But I noticed that her food, I was like, it's really going down. Like, is she really eating a lot? Like, maybe.
Right, I've been noticing that too.
Yeah, I was like, well, maybe Princess scared her away from eating, is what my first thought was. Well, he today goes outside to feed her. You know, we feed them twice a day. Goes out to feed her, and what happened?
There's another cat in the house.
Yes. And I remember, like a month or so ago, I looked outside, and I swear, out in the yard, I saw this, like, round shape. It was white with a big, like, kind of black-brown spot in the middle. And I was like, is that a small dog or a cat? And by the time I got outside, it was gone. And I was like, did I just imagine that? Y'all ever do that? You're like, maybe I just saw, like, I just imagined this coming out.
Drugs are bad, okay?
And so then he saw this cat. And I said, wait, was the cat white and have, like, a big, like, black or brown spot in the middle, like a colored? And he was like, yeah, I think so.
It had a collar, too. A little jingle bell thing on it.
Well, then...
So obviously our neighbor.
Yeah, one of the neighbors has a cat. And so then this evening, when I went out there to also feed her, and of course we were barbecuing, so we're in and out all day, all of a sudden I saw the cat, that same cat, the white with the black, it coming out from the room, because we feed her in the sheltered room, came out of there and was dashing out, like, oh no, I've been caught, and it ran out. I'm like, come here, come back. But, so... Coco, I guess, has a friend. I don't know if they're friends or if that cat just is like, oh, free food.
Well, now, remember the other day when Delilah woke us up just going crazy,
Yeah,
barking when to go
it's
outside? I think
probably
that's
the
what it
cat.
was. Yeah, now we know. Because the
Yeah.
little house you're talking about, it's kind of weird because our house is L-shaped.
Yeah.
And off our deck, or off the back porch area anyways, there's a door that used to lead to the garage. Well, when her brother used to live here, he walled all that in. To the fact that he built this room on the end of the garage, to the fact that we can't even park our car in the garage anymore. That's how much he took in. And now it's just a storage, basically a storage closet off the deck.
Yeah, which it was kind of like, I thought that was a neat idea at the time.
Until you couldn't park the car.
Well, you can park a small car and you have to move that one shelf that you have all the whatnots.
Yeah.
You can't have that there. You have to move that over.
Yeah.
But anyhow, long story short, when I decided to buy this is my mother's house. When I decided to buy it, I had to buy it. Well, nothing was given. We don't get given. But anyways, at the time, my brother was doing repairs and stuff on the house because it's an old house.
Yeah.
And he thought, well, wouldn't that be a cool idea if we just, turn this into a room, and then that way all of your backyard supplies and stuff can be put in this room.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool idea, because at the time we didn't have the deck. That's something Heath and I added later on, was this deck. Before, it was just poured cement right here between the L, and it was all grass. And I was like, oh, that would be cool to store, all this stuff in there, and not have to, go in and out of the house. And so I thought it was a good idea at the time.
Right.
But I guess I should have been more like, only do this part and not, make it a full-size room.
So, of course, me being in cabinets, my prior job, I got a bunch of cabinets off of jobs and put cabinets all in that little room. And put the little table, and that's now the cat's house.
We actually so that's how big this room is, y'all. So it's got cabinets in it.
Yeah.
And we used an old door that had got replaced, and we flipped it on the side, and that's the countertop for the bottom cabinets.
Yeah.
And then, so now that's where we put all the cat's water and food and scratch and post, all different stuff in there. And
when it's raining, the patio, the deck is covered, but they can still go back in the house.
Yeah,
little area.
Or if it's really windy, like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So they drew. So now we've got another cat that's, I guess, decided we're giving free food.
We have what do you call it? A moocher.
Right. So that's always something interesting, right?
That's probably what she was flipping out about.
Yeah, probably, because she just doesn't like cats. She barely puts up with our cats, even though they're older than her. She just like, excuse me. So something unusual with you that happened this week is 2 of the days what happened for breakfast?
I didn't eat. I just wasn't hungry that morning. But it came back as a backfire on me though, because I have this, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know exactly what it is. I've tried Googling it and my neurologist can't figure it out either. I just get these random phantom ailments in my arm. It almost feels like
I thought like a pinch.
like somebody's pinching me, or no, what's the other word I'm looking for? It's a
shock?
No, not a shock. It's a I don't remember. Dang it, I've drawn a blank. I don't know, but it's an ache, like right here in my forearm, and it jumps between my left arm or right. It doesn't matter. Just every once in a while, I just won't even be moving. I'll just be laying, like even laying in bed, my arm will just start hurting. And it seems like every time that happens, she'll like remind me, well, did you eat your eggs today? No. So the 2 days I didn't eat breakfast this week, because I usually eat 4 hard-boiled eggs every morning, and I didn't have any. And that started when we were at the hotel, because that was on their breakfast buffet. They always had hard-boiled eggs on there, and that's when I started eating them, because it was quick and easy. They already had them in free. They had them in cups of 2, and I'd always get 2 cups, and I'd eat that every morning with some sausage. And so that's what I started eating here too. And now that we're back home, and like I said, these 2 days I did not eat. For the next 3 or 4 days after that, my arm was hurting. So I don't know. So now I have. It's almost like food is medicine. I don't know why it took so long for me to snap to that.
Well, and I told him
I just wasn't hungry.
Which I'm sure y'all will agree. I said, okay, if you aren't hungry, just make sure you still eat eggs that day. So have 2 boiled eggs with your lunch and 2 at dinner. Just make sure you still get your eggs in. Because you still ate lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
So that would have been a perfect opportunity to have your eggs.
Probably. I should have, yeah.
So, but that was something different for him, not eating breakfast.
Yeah. Later on, around break time, I did have one of those F-bomb meat sticks.
Well, see, then you could have grabbed 2 boiled eggs.
I should have, yeah. But those were back here in the kitchen, and in my office, I already had the box of the meat sticks, so I didn't want to get up. I was just being lazy.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
how else are things going?
Fine. I'm really excited. Mainly all I'm doing is just keeping up with work and trying to stay on top of that and make sure my head's in the game and just dreaming about the cruise.
Right?
I don't, honestly, it sounds bad. I don't even care about Christmas. I just want to get to the cruise.
Right. I think mostly for us, Christmas, because I think we're kind of like Jerry and Patty. We don't really buy each other gifts because anything we want, we just buy ourselves all year long.
Yeah.
So by the time Christmas is come, it's kind of like, well, there's nothing I really need.
Like I told her earlier, I think our Christmas present is the cruise.
Yeah.
And Disney. We're going to try and go to Disney before.
Yeah, definitely. So
I've never been.
Comment below, first, if you're going on the low-carb cruise, and second, are you going to go early? Because we're thinking of flying in that Thursday morning before the cruise.
Oh, I thought we were doing the Wednesday night.
Well, maybe Wednesday night, Thursday morning. We'll just see how the flights are.
Yeah. Because I figured it'd be awesome if we could go as quickly as we got get off work.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know if that's going to work. Because don't you have to get to the airport like an hour or so before the flight?
Yeah.
So it'd have to be like an 8 or 9 o'clock flight then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe that won't work then.
and remember, we're flying east, so that's add an extra hour. So 9 p.m. our time is 10 p.m. theirs.
That's true.
And then the flight.
Because they're selling out of Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
maybe it would be Thursday then. I didn't think.
Well, we also have to just see what the flight prices are.
Yeah.
But
Spirit.
No. And then, see, yesterday I had fun. I went to the market. And I took Delilah with us. You might hear her snoring. And she had a good time. We walked around there. I got us a couple of ribeyes.
Oh, yeah. Those are good.
Those turned out really good.
Tell them the story about the dog y'all met.
Which one?
When she was like, I don't care.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if anybody's heard of a Lionburger. Basically, they're these huge dogs. They're brown, and then their faces are like dark, deep brown colored, and they're gorgeous dogs, right? But they're huge. They're like giant of giants, and they actually were bred with Pyrenees and Newfoundlands, and all of them kind of grouped together to make this huge dog. and this huge dog comes running, and his owner didn't see Delilah. I think because she's black, people just overlook her because she's just so dark, and kind of blends in with the driveway. Yeah. But anyhow, so his dog starts coming towards, and of course he's got the leash on, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't see your dog." And I'm like, "How could you not see her? She's not tiny." But so he had to pull his dog back, and his dog was all kinds of excited, like, "Oh my gosh, there's a toy!" But Delilah was just like, whatever. She like never has time. Like other dogs will get excited when they see her, and she's just like, you're just a dog. I don't have time for you.
She's like a snooty old lady.
Yeah, she is. She's just like that. I just imagine her like that real old lady meme where she's smoking a cigarette and in her bathroom and being like, "Meh.
Get off my lawn."
Right. Whatever. That's how she is. So she's just kind of like, whatever. But
I still hear her snoring.
I know. But we went there, and so we got pork belly as well, which you smoked today, and that turned out really well. And then also got some more poblanos, because if you haven't yet, go rewatch Friday Night's Live. We made seafood stuffed poblanos that turned out amazing.
Yes.
And then today, I got some more poblanos yesterday, and we did a pizza poblano.
Oh, yeah.
And that's on my TikTok. Shelly Eats Steak on TikTok. So that turned out really well.
Yeah, because she cooked all that up and had it ready for me when I got back from Lowe's. That was amazing. And
then, what else did I get? I got farm eggs at the farmer's market.
That's what I boiled today for my hard-boiled eggs.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did a whole dozen.
And then
those are the ones you bought at the store the other day. My bad.
Oh.
Because I grabbed the ones out of the fridge. My bad.
And then I also got some candy cane tea. Oh. It's like peppermint, licorice, and something else combined in this tea leaves. So I'm excited to have more of that. I got to have a sample while I was there. Unsweetened, of course. And then, I got some dog treats for Delilah. I got her these little cute donuts. And then, I think I also got, of course, some local coffee. There was a little coffee brewer there. He was like making them fresh per order, and he was the only one.
Wow.
So it was like a 20-minute wait for a cup of coffee.
Wow. You order that, go do your shop, and then come back?
Yeah, that's what we did, yeah. Oh, and I got some different mushrooms. I got chestnut mushrooms and lion's mane mushrooms. So if y'all have any neat ideas on how to cook those up, comment down below. All I did so far is I took some of the chestnut mushrooms and just sauteed them in butter and garlic, but I haven't used any of the lion's mane yet. So any ideas, let us know below. And then after that, we went to another farmer's market in downtown. This one is so busy you have to park in a parking garage, but at least it had some grass, and we went there, and it's huge. But there was so much wind, and it was so cold that most of the vendors had taken their tent down. So you didn't even know what some of the vendors were, because a lot of them used their tents as advertisement. So then it was like, well, I didn't want to, oh, what are you selling? Oh, I'm not interested. Just feel weird doing that.
All right.
So I just kind of walked through that, and then we walked back to the car. So I was like, well, we got our steps in, Delilah. So she, was zonked out all the way home.
She zonked her out the night. Look at her.
I know, right? And then did some other, shopping. Oh, I went to Trader Joe's later on. And got some more of that habanero stuff. That's so good.
Yes.
And, some cute plants. They have fresh greenery, for the winter time. I got that, and I got another, not exactly a fern, but it's a greenery plant that I was really excited about for $3. I mean, it's so cheap. And so that was fun. And then came home in time to have lunch with you yesterday, which it's different now. With us working, we only really get to have lunches together on each other's day off. So, on the weekend, we can have lunch together, and then when he's off on Monday, we can have lunch together. Right. So it's Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we get to have lunch together.
Because, yeah, she has lunch at 11 a.m.
I know, it's so early.
And then I'm going at 12:30.
Yeah, so I have like brunch and
Oh yeah, that's what I'm changing too. I think it starts next week. I have been working 9-hour days with an hour lunch. Now they're cutting us back to 8.5 hours with a half-hour lunch.
yeah,
So I'll be getting
good.
off earlier. That's gonna be cool.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, so I got home in time yesterday to have lunch with you. So I actually woke up early, y'all. That's so weird.
Right.
And then after lunch, I went and ran a couple more errands, and then came home, and we had those beautiful new ribeyes for dinner. We just put them in the sous vide. We made the whiskey cream sauce.
Yeah, but if y'all watch another video, another channel we watch is Hey Girl Hey. Hey Grill Hey. It's a pitmaster and her husband. And they're not keto, but they do a lot of good barbecue recipes. They're very easy. Yeah, I know how to pick them apart and make them keto, but this whiskey cream sauce was amazing.
It was very good, y'all. We had that on top of the steaks. It was just delicious.
Right.
And then we had our jalapenos with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that turned out.
And then you sauteed
with
some of those mushrooms,
the chestnut. Yeah. So that was our dinner
good.
last night, and then.
And it was weird too. I don't know what happened, or why, but it came to me like this. But watching her saute those mushrooms, I don't know why, but the way it looked. I thought she was making green beans. Just the way it's laid in the pan, I don't know. There's something wrong with me, I guess.
Oh,
it didn't taste like green beans, but it was good.
Yeah, it was good. So I think overall we had a good week this week.
Yeah.
You know, I think you kind of learn from your mistakes. You know, hey, make sure I eat my eggs every day.
Yeah.
So you want to cut to showing them what all you ate this week?
Sure. Let me see if this works. I've been playing with my little remote control for my camera. Sunday morning breakfast. I got some of that leftover TexMex Yule Log and some hard-boiled eggs. Sunday lunch at Chili's. I'm having a ribeye topped with mushrooms and a bowl of chili. Monday morning breakfast. I have the rest of that TexMex Yule Log and some hard-boiled eggs. Monday night dinner. I got some air fryer, pork belly, jalapenos, and mushrooms that are stuffed with cheese, some avocado, and some fresh cherry tomatoes. Tuesday morning breakfast. I got some more of that TexMex Yule Log along with some hard-boiled eggs. Wednesday morning breakfast. I got some pork belly, burnt ends, hard-boiled eggs, and string cheese. For my lunch this week, I'm having a bacon cheeseburger and some fresh tomatoes. Tuesday night dinner. We're having some pork belly, burnt ends, and we dusted with the Porking Good taco seasoning. I got some cheese stuffed jalapenos and a little guacamole. Wednesday night dinner. I got a sous vide ribeye that we seared off in a cast iron skillet, along with some sauteed mushrooms and some farm fresh tomato grapes. Or grape tomatoes. Thursday night dinner. I have some taco flavored pork belly burnt ends and some cream cheese stuffed jalapenos. Saturday morning breakfast. Dirty eggs. I used all the leftovers from the stuffed chili rellenos last night. And I topped it with a little bit of that fresh made poblano cream sauce. Saturday night dinner. We got a sous vide ribeye topped with a whiskey cream sauce, sauteed mushrooms, and some cream cheese stuffed jalapenos. Well,
that was some good eats this past week, right?
Yes. Makes me
Comment
hungry.
down below and let us know if you had something good this week.
Yeah. I'm sorry I'm all over the place, folks. I'm just so tired. It's been a long week. I'm ready to go to bed. It's late Sunday. I'm probably getting this out on Monday for y'all. I'm going to edit it tomorrow. I still got chores and errands to run tomorrow, too. I got to start fixing that deck. My brother's coming over to help me. I don't know. I feel like I just got, my plate is full, you know? I got lots to do. So, but thank y'all for watching. And don't forget, every Friday night, 6:30 Central, we'll go live for the Friday night feast. We'll cook up an entree, maybe a couple little snacks. We'll show y'all how to do it. And then we'll just sit around and just chew the fat with all of our friends in the Hungry Horde. Y'all make Friday so exciting. I literally look forward to it every week. Yeah. Counting down the hours. I was already telling my coworkers the other day about how they need to tune in too. And if y'all haven't noticed, when I looked earlier, we're up to 916 subs right now. Thank y'all so much. And I told y'all, when we hit 1,000, we're going to do a big giveaway. So y'all, get your friends to sign up too. Maybe they'll help you win something.
Right? And then what else?
Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. And again, thank y'all for watching.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all. And we'll see you next week or in a couple of days whenever you tune in again.
Bye.
Thank y'all.